Καλώς ήρθατε στο Hogwarts Legacy. Πριν από λίγο, ο Σεμπάστιαν και η Πόπη μου έστειλαν mail. Αυτή το πέρα για το αυγό, λογικά, του δράκου. Να το επιστρέψουμε και ο Σεμπάστιαν να συναντηθούμε κάπου και από ό,τι βλέπω θα μάθω Imperio. Οπότε, ναι. Θα πάμε για τον Σεμπάστιαν πρώτα. Αυτή ήταν η αποστολή για την Πόπη. Που έλεγα χθες ότι θα πάμε να επιστρέψουμε το αυγό και τελικά δεν ήταν αυτή. Αλλά μου την έδωσε σήμερα.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Σαρκόφαλτζι λέει εκεί πέρα, πώς διαβάζετε αυτό, και εγώ διάβασα σπαγκέτι για κάποιο λόγο.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just
Revelio.
yet.
Θα δοκιμάσουμε το νέο σπέλ. Εύκολο.
Now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it.
Accio.
The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Revelio. Yeah, the spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous lock.
Revelio.
Brilliant.
Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Crucio. Bombarda. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Accio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Rickety bone bridge complete. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. There's something here by the altar. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It
Μιλάω
says
τόση
that
ώρα
next
και έχω κλειστεί τη
assignment was
φωνή.
learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Where do you think these diary pages came
Do
from?
you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Yes, I'd prefer not to learn the Imperious Curse. Yes, I'd like to learn how. Ναι, σωστά. Πώς το ξέρεις, Sebastian?
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Δίκιο έχει.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Ναι, θα ήθελα να το
Probably
μάθω.
wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your...
Πού το βάζεις αυτό τώρα? Αυτό είναι. Έλα, εδώ τι είχα. Λεβιώσω.
Confringo!
Λες.
Revelio.
Από εδώ δεν πάει. Από εδώ λογικά πρέπει να πάω, οπότε θα πάω από εδώ πρώτα για να...
Confringo! Imperio!
Bury a spider into the ground. Use a mandrake against an enemy.
Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Crucio! That's potential. Descendo! Bombardo! Confringo! Sendo! Places! Defendo! Never knew spiders could make such a Bit dramatic, isn't it? Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
This catacomb has suffered.
Oh, legendary.
Summary described.
Κάτσε να δω πρώτα ότι είναι άδειο, γιατί μετά ανοίγουν και δεν μπορώ να τα ξαναπάρω. Πού πάω, Algier? Με 20 στο 40 καλά είναι.
Quite some time. Revelio. Depulso.
Από εδώ ήταν, νομίζω και αλλού μπορούσα να πάω. Όχι.
Revelio.
Σεμπάστιαν, ολόκληρη πέτρα πάνω βρήκες να πέσεις.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're
Revelio.
also dealing with rune symbols.
Rune symbols. Α, αυτό εδώ πέρα θέλει αυτό και αυτό. Τι άνοιξε?
Keep going.
Τι άνοιξε, ποιο άνοιξε? Λοιπόν,
Revelio.
αυτή η πόρτα λέει ότι ανοίγει με αυτό
Accio.
και όχι με αυτό, με αυτό.
Revelio.
Αυτή εδώ πέρα την άνοιξα.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
Αυτά δεν είχε αυτή μέσα. Έλα.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Slam an airborne enemy.
Arresto Momentosendo.
Make an enemy cursed by Imperial. Defeat another.
Imperio.
Μπράβο. Ω, πιο μεγάλες. Έλα στη μικρή, βρήκες. Oh.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Confringo! Revelio!
Δεν έχει τίποτα άλλο. Εδώ μέσα.
Accio! Revelio!
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Δεν πρόσεξα, είδα και πιο πριν εκεί.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
We should leave it. Δεν ξέρω. Ήρθαμε γι' αυτό, ναι. Δεν θέλω να χαλάσω το χατήρι του Σεμπάστιαν γιατί με βοήθησε πάρα πολύ.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Και μπορώ να σώσω την αδερφή του.
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Όχι, πως το... Άστα, Σεμπάστιαν, άστα πίσω. Είχα υποσχεθεί στον Όμινος ότι δεν θα σε αφήσω να κάνεις κάτι. Όχι. Όχι.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please. Leave the relic alone.
Δεν είναι πρώτα να αφήσω να το πάρει.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian.
Όχι, ναι, έχεις δίκιο.
Sebastian's done his research.
Όπου ένιωθα άσχημα τώρα. Ένιωθα άσχημα.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Και οι δύο έχουν δίκιο τώρα, αλλά... Δεν θέλω να μαλώσω με τον Όμινο σου. Κάνω... Very well, let's talk with Sebastian.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Και μετά μου.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Come on, ακολουθήσει με, λες εγώ ξέρω που πάμε. Α, θα μου κάνει αυτό. Όχι, δεν μου λέει.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Γιατί δεν του είπα ότι θα ήταν τελευταία φορά.
I never wanted... As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Τα πόδια θα πάω εκεί. Θες μου φάνηκε αυτός.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Ναι, αλλά εγώ φοβάμαι ότι θα μας δει ο θείος τώρα και θα γίνει χαμόλης πάλι.
No, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Blue, a red barrel with bombarda.
Don't have time for this! Bombarda! Keep out the way! Stop! Bombarda!
Oh, a loyalist. Sentinel with bombarda was charging. Έλα.
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat. Stop provoking them. Expelliarmus. What are you doing?
Δεν χρησιμοποίησα κέρσεις μπροστά τους. Ήταν έτοιμος να το έκανα, αλλά μην τα σκοτώσεις έτσι. Κάπως έτσι να το σκότωνε, εντάξει.
Boy, done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From
That's
that
just
damn book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Δίκιο έχει τώρα. Αλλά δεν χρειαζόταν να κάνεις Imperium.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Θα μαλώσει και με εμένα αυτός. Ποιος είναι εδώ? Κανένας.
Revelio.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Ναι, σωστά.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Έσωσε την αδερφή του, ρε. Τι θέλεις να κάνει, να την αφήσει να σκοτωθεί? Να πεθάνει? Imperium, ναι. Κάτσε. An enemy under your control with Imperium curses other targets with each successful strike. Εννοείται. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was your grand sending you?
What was she sending you?
Oh only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Νίσελς δεν έχω πιάσει.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Να θες να
How do you
πλησιότερα.
track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Ναι, σωστά.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds simple enough. That seems dangerous, αλλά ναι.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Δίκιο. Why not keep the egg? Όχι, δεν θέλω να το κρατήσω. Where
If
precisely?
you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Okay.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Αυτή είναι ο δράκος που πετάει στο χάρτη. Δεν μπορώ να μπω στο χάρτη.
Revelio.
Poor thing must be worried sick. Wondering what happened to her egg.
Κόλλησε. Όχι. Όχι για πολύ.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it's
Oh.
at least until we've done what we came to do.
Είναι αυτό max increase trigger spell damage by limited amount. Reduce the trigger's cooldown. Και αυτό εδώ τι κάνει? Δεν παίρνω damage. Βασικά θα κάνω Imperium σε αυτόν. Δεν είναι τίποτα άλλο. Έλα, ο άλλος νικάει. Εντάξει, τον έφαγε. Είναι αυτό. Α.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Reparo.
Fantastic.
Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Τι λατρεύει, είπε.
Watch your step. Revelio.
She must
Ω, τι είναι αυτό.
Or just raring for a fight.
Τι είναι αυτό. Wow.
Revelio.
Quiet, what was that?
Καλώς τη.
Well, there's no turning back now.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready. Over here!
I'll draw her attention. Follow when
Έλα,
it's
πώς
safe.
πάει. 2, 3. Έλα, προχώρα. Ω, ευτυχώς πήρα αυτό.
Revelio.
Τι έχει εκεί, δεν γυρνάω πίσω τώρα. Αν μπορέσω να γυρίσω αργότερα. Πού ήταν αυτή εδώ πάνω, δεν ήταν.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know. Keep
Oh,
at it.
here,
We've
brother,
just got to
brother.
make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Μία χτυπάς τώρα.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath her. I think we're close.
Έλα, βγες.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant. Revelio.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
If we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Τρέχα και άστα και απλά φύγε. Ναι, για γλύψε μας λίγο. Όπα, θα πέσεις, Πόπι.
That was brilliant. And
Σ'
did you
άρεσε?
see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
People don't give creatures enough credit. Ναι, θα πω αυτό. Αλλά
Creatures
και το
are a
άλλο
lot
ισχύει.
cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I'm not ready to leave.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath.
Αν υπάρχει κάτι εδώ που δεν
Wonder how long she
βρήκα.
lived here.
Χάρτη δεν μπορώ να κοιτάξω.
Go now.
Αλλά τι πρέπει... με ακολουθεί, εντάξει. Δεν έχει τίποτα από εδώ.
Revelio. Revelio.
Πώς πάμε από εκεί, από πάνω. Όχι. Εδώ όχι. Από εδώ. Όχι.
Revelio.
Τώρα πήγε. Ή δεν πήγε.
Revelio.
Όχι, εδώ ήμουν πριν. Ναι, δεν τα βλέπα τόση ώρα.
Revelio.
Λογικά θα φτιάξει σε λίγο. Αλλά μέχρι τότε ξεκόλα. ...72% έχω ολοκληρώσει το παιχνίδι. Έφτιαξε. Δεν με βοήθησε αυτό που σταμάτησα. Πόπι, δεν βλέπω κάτι άλλο. Λογικά τα έχω πάρει όλα. Α, όχι, εντάξει, άκυρο το κάτω πίσω.
Revelio. Revelio.
Δεν παίζει να υπάρχει κάτι άλλο, φεύγω.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. true. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave.
έγινε?
I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
I could use some gold.
Ένα μαγαζί να πουλήσω πράγματα. Δεν μπορώ. Γεια σας. Δεν μπορώ. Όλος τι θα γίνει με τα upgrade της κούπας. Ακόμα δεν με πήρε, δεν με φώναξε.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to
Πόσο το
work
έχει
out for
legendary.
yourself.
35 level. Μπράβο. Ωραίος.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Speak with Sebastian in the other craft. Okay. Αλλά πρώτα θα πάω στο Room of Requirements.
Revelio.
Πρώτα να πάρω αυτά εδώ. Α, είναι γεμάτο λέει. Γιατί μετά τα ξεχνάω τα φυτά. Βασικά τα μόνο που χρειάζομαι τώρα δεν ξέρω καν τι κάνουν, έτσι, μόνο αυτά που χτυπάνε ξέρω. Και το άλλο που χτυπάει, α, είναι εδώ. Potions. Πάει 24, έχω στα 25, μια χαρά είναι. Hey, Dick. Ό,τι γλυκούλη είναι. Εντάξει, δεν φαίνεται τόσο. Πού είναι? Να το χαζό το άλλο. Η μικρούλη. Έλα φάει. Τι είναι αυτό? Α, τίποτα. Για κάποιο λόγο βλέπω σεντούκι εδώ μέσα. Για κάποιον άλλο λόγο δεν έχω έρθει καθόλου εδώ.
Revelio.
Υπάρχει κι άλλη. Ό,τι να είναι πολύ μεγάλο. That's what she said.
Revelio.
Όχι, το έφερε εδώ πίσω μόνο του καημένο. Πού είσαι? Να σε. Ω, βλακεία που έκανα τώρα. Χρησιμοποιήσω και τη σκούπα.
Revelio.
Εντάξει, δεν πάει. Άρα δεν πρέπει να υπάρχει τίποτα άλλο εδώ μέσα. Α, δεν τα έβαλα να κάνουν ένα καινούριο αυγό. Ποια έχω βάλει? Έχουν κάνει και αυτό έχει κάνει, αυτό δεν έχει κάνει λογικά. Ένα, δύο και ένα μικρούλι. Ένα, δύο και ένα μικρούλι. Ένα, δύο και ένα μικρούλι. Ναι. Γιατί δεν έχετε φάει μόνο σας? Τι σας το έβαλα εγώ αυτό εδώ πέρα? Ποιο δεν έχω κάνει τώρα? Ένα, δύο, τρία, αυτό εδώ, το μικρούλι. Και αυτό. Και ποιο δεν έχει κάνει αυγουλάκι? Αυτά τα δύο. Μόνο ένα έκανε εδώ. Όλο αυτό. Και ποιο έμεινε εδώ πέρα?
Revelio. Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Repulso.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Mam chamber όχι. Δεν είναι μυστική τοποθεσία το Undercroft. Τι είναι? Δεν ξέρω ποιο είναι πιο κοντά.
Confringo.
Διαλύθηκε.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What crest are you sending to
What
Anne?
did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okay. Αυτό που είναι Gobbledygook. Α, ξέρω ποιος μιλάει Gobbledygook. Τι έκανα? Όχι, Δράκο, και μια χαρά είμαι. Μιλάει ένας Ravenclaw που είναι Ινδός νομίζω. Δεν ξέρω το όνομά του. Αλλά θα αναφέραμε πολλές φορές όταν πηγαίνω σε αυτά με το τηλεσκόπιο. Θα σου πω το τηλεσκόπιο. Ανίμ. Κάπως έτσι πρέπει να λέγεται.
Revelio.
You must try it.
Hello there.
Αμίτ. Εγώ τι είπα ανίμ.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
How do you know gobbledygook?
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Η αεροπορτολή που έχω τι είναι? Κάτι με το Σεμπάστιαν. Ξέχασα αυτό. Θα κάνω με το gobbledygook και μετά θα το κλείσω.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Έλα.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
But you had no choice. You should have expected Oshi.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about
Α,
what
γι'
they
αυτό ήταν
contain.
στο
For
Rookwood's
centuries,
Castle.
wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Πάμε, Amit.
The door is looking at us.
Τώρα θέλω το μάτι.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
The mind's eye.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Confirm.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Revelio.
One less human to worry about.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Petrificus totalis. One less shooter to worry about. What's that? That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Εύκολο ήταν αυτό.
Being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio.
Get freaking.
Τι ήθελε τώρα? Μπορώ να πάω εκεί πάνω.
Accio.
Revelio.
Oh, legendary.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something.
Revelio.
I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Clever.
Petrificus totalis. What was that?
You will regret coming here. I won't rest.
Imperial.
Ναι, έκανε να με και ασχοληθεί επιθύρω another. Όχι.
Confringo. Accio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Ας το ίδιο σημείο με πριν είναι.
Yes, of course.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Petrificus totalis.
What's going on out there?
Ποιος με βλέπει?
What's that?
Revelio. Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had
Confringo. Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio.
The boiler activated that handle. See?
Revelio.
Εν τω μεταξύ πήγα πριν στο γειτόνα, στο Room of Requirements και δεν έκανα identify τα ρούχα.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Lumos.
Blow up a Lois with Bombarda Wild. That's a use a mandrake against an enemy.
Who is it?
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey.
Is somebody there? Up for a bit of dying, are we? Much better.
Places. Defender.
I will make you pay. How nice of you to stop by.
Έλα.
Let's get this.
Places. Defender.
I won't rest until...
Accio.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet. Revelio.
Από πού ήρθα τώρα?
Confringo! This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Πώς βγαίνω από εδώ, πού πρέπει να πάω? Άνοιξε αυτό, άρα κάπου εδώ. Να.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora.
Έλα που θες κι aloha Mora τώρα.
Revelio.
Νομίζω τα βρήκα όλα.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Βγήκαμε, Amit.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Ναι.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Λοιπόν, αυτές οι περιοχές έχουν εδώ πέρα διάφορα πράγματα που θέλω να κάνω. Εδώ δεν έχω βρει για παράδειγμα 2 σεντούκια. Εδώ ένα σεντούκι. Εδώ τα έχω βρει όλα. Εδώ δεν έχω βρει τίποτα. Αυτά είναι όλα. Και εδώ είναι όλα. Και εδώ. Και εδώ. Και εδώ μου λείπουν 2 σεντούκια.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She
I
was
Miriam θα λέει τώρα.
studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it.
Το κλειδί λέει που εγώ στην αρχή.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals. But the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Τέλεια. Hogwarts, Room of Requirements. Και μετά να πουλήσω όσα έχω. Τέλεια, υπάρχουν ρούχα που είναι καλύτερα. Αυτό που έχω, 82. Increase damage with Mandrake, δεν το χρησιμοποιώ και increase damage with Expelliarmus. Ωραία. Increase damage of all damage spells, λέει αυτό εδώ. Increase damage for magic and magic, αυτό, και δίνει 3 παραπάνω στο defense. Δεν ξέρω αν πρέπει να τα φορέσω, μου αρέσει περισσότερο αυτό. Κρίστα with Bombarda. Όλα τα spells. Η Πόπη τι θέλει πάλι? Θα το μάθουμε στο επόμενο επεισόδιο. Πάω να πουλήσω και τέλος.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Revelio.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Oh, my sincerest gratitude. You brave soul! Thank you for passing through.